Okay, Patrick, my man, are you there, bud?
I'm here. How's it going? How's it going?
Yo, fabulous, buddy. We got ourselves a full house here, lots of troops. Hope everybody's doing good. I think what we should do is open them up and say hello. Let's start with we gotta start with the man who asks more questions than anyone in the history of LPW in his first week. But they are all intelligent questions, by the way. But Nemo said he knows I'm coming for him. I'm coming for him. I'm going to say your name. You got to unmute yourself, buddy. Come on, Dan. There he is. Dan, you handsome son of a gun, you. What's happening?
Hey, okay. So checklists in e-learning.
Yeah.
All right. So now in my evolution, right, within the organization, I'm now finished everything that I needed to finish 3 times. I feel really good about everything. And then so now I'm into the e-learning platform. So my next 2 to 3 days are going to be like becoming an expert in e-learning. So I said all that to say this. I haven't gotten in there yet. I've started to look at the saved group coaching calls I just started. And so in those group coaching calls, they talk a lot about processes and documents that you get in e-learning. So how do you get those? And are they like checklists that we can give to clients, or what does that look like? Because it's not in the profit acceleration software, correct?
Yeah, you're talking about the e-learning. You know what? You got to fire Adrian is the guy to help you with that. Dan, I was just trying to say hi, man, and you hit me with your.
Okay, sorry.
You're putting
hey,
no, we're all good, dude. We're all good. Fire Adrian an email, man. He'll be able to guide you through everything you're looking for, what you need. So he heads that side because Pat and I can give you an answer, but at the end of the day, Adrian's the man to head that up. So if you fire an email to him, he'll look after it and you'll be good. Bananas?
Okay, awesome.
All right, man. And can you see Pat's screen, by the way? I think you should be able to.
I can. And are you sticking with the 4-to-1?
What do you mean, the 4-to-1?
For the Leafs?
Yeah.
Oh. Yeah, you know it, man. The Leafs, for everybody listening, the Leafs are going to hammer. I wonder if I'll have to look for Gary Cassidy. He lives in Columbus. So the Toronto Maple Leafs guys are playing the Columbus Blue Jackets in a couple of hours, and I'm going 4-to-1 all the way. So you're correct, Dan. You're correct. I'm sticking to it. All
right.
What do you think?
I don't know. I mean, up until this year, I haven't really followed hockey a whole lot, but apparently it's the only sport where they're not kneeling.
Yeah. All right. I hear you, man. I'm going to steer away from that one, man. Fear of getting myself in trouble. All right, Dan, you're a legend, man. Appreciate you, dude. I'll put you back on mute. Okay, let's open up one more. We're in D's. Let's go to Darren. Darren, we're coming for you. Say hello, my man. Come on, Darren. Don't be shy. Doot. Darren Stenbold. Come on, man. I had to get closer to my screen. I'm
Self-muted.
I'm getting old, Pat. Can't read anything, man.
Every day.
That's it. Okay, Frank Guda, we're coming for you, Frank. Oh, you're self-muted, buddy. If you want to say hi to us, you got to open yourself up. Yo, Frank. I'll tell you what, I'm going to go down. Gary, oh, hang on. Scratch that. Gary, hold on a sec. Frank, how you doing, man?
Good. How are you?
Fabulous. What's happening? Give us the 101.
Well, I'm getting to learn the software, learn the presentation.
That's what we like to hear. And how's it going so far? How are we doing? How's it all coming together?
I think I'm putting the stuff together. I'd like to probably, have someone work with me on a particular company, and then I'm working with Paul.
What was the last bit? Working with what?
Paul Eisenman.
Oh, cool. Oh, yeah. Oh, legend, man. Yeah, he's a legend. Love the boy.
Yeah, I got an appointment with him next week, and we'll go through the client.
There we go. Good stuff. All right, man. Well, look, we're going to put you back on mute. Appreciate you showing up, Frank. And guys, for everybody listening, what we need to do, this is Q&A hour. So if you guys have a question, plunk it into the chat box or raise your hand. Looks like we got a couple of hands raised here. Hang on a sec. Pat, anything to go through here, bud, before I open everybody up?
Yeah, there's no real updates in the software in the last couple of days. So yeah, we're just working on the security on the back end and updating everything, and William's getting up to speed on his support calls and support, taking over some support for a couple weeks. So
That's
got some
it.
patience
Beautiful.
with him. Yep.
Actually, we're going to say this at the end, but just FYI, guys. So Profit Accept, these phone calls, these group calls on Tuesday and Thursday, we're not going to have them for the next 2 weeks, FYI. So you'll get an email about that, so don't worry about that. But next 2 weeks, no Profit Acceleration calls, just an FYI. All right. So I'll tell you what, we're going to go. Oh, Darren saying sorry he missed the shutout. His touchscreen froze. Okay, Darren, all good, dude. Come up with a good question, man, and we'll open you back up. Christine's got a question, Pat, so let me open her up. Christine, you are muted. There she is. How are you?
I'm good. Hey, I've gone through the training, and I've got my first person to go through the Jumpstart with.
Oh, nice.
Boom. Good girl.
Yeah,
Well done.
so it's, well, it's kind of a strange one, which I won't go into, but I was just wondering because I'm going to use him for a case study. Do you think it's a good idea to actually go through the screens with him and like show him the screens that I'm working on? Or would you recommend doing it like I would normally do it by not showing the screen, just showing the summary?
Yeah, beautiful. Pat, I'm going to let you answer that one first,
Yeah.
and then I'll chime in.
I mean, there's so many different ways to look at it, and I think, I would say show him the summary screens. I had one of the coaches, I'm not sure if he's on the call or not, just come to me and say, hey, look, it's even better in a sales perspective to show him the big impact in the very end, and you kind of hold the surprise to the end. So there's like different philosophies maybe on what you do, but I would, even for a case study, that's fine. Just, show them the summary screens when you found the impact, and try and sell them on your services when you're done.
Yeah.
Okay, so for a case study, now just so that I understand that's for the purpose of actually getting some material that I can use in the book, right? Instead of using like the kindergarten or the whatever the ones that you have, I could use my own materials. Is that correct?
That's correct. Yep.
Okay.
Yep, that's correct. And not to mention, Christine, to learn as much as you can and kind of get your hands dirty. But you're going to find after you've gone through the process, they're going to be sitting there shaking their head going, holy smokes, like I can't believe that you just found the XYZ, call it $100,000 so quickly and so easily. I should, here's, you know what I mean? How could, can you help me please? Do you know what I mean? Like that's where you want to channel everything to there. Right? Make sense?
Right. So even in the case study, it's still really, my goal is to get a client.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's your only goal.
That's my only goal. Yeah, I just wasn't quite sure about why I was doing these case studies. But,
yeah, that's it. You got to make sense. All good. Any other questions on the software?
Oh, on the software, no. I've actually started practicing going through it with my own, setting up my own company and practice going through it. So, and it's very intuitive. I really like it so far. Yep.
Good. Excellent. That's what we want to hear. Great. Okay, we're going to put you back on mute.
Yeah, the case study strategy is really a foot in the door strategy. So you go in, and yes, you should be getting case studies for your book if you're doing that. But it's a great foot in the door strategy as well. And of course, you want to find them as many, impacts and possibilities as possible. But you still want them to say, man, I really could use some help. And if they don't even ask you and you've found them great help, you can still ask them, man, would you like my help to implement all this? And see where that goes. So.
Yep. Perfect. Actually, Pat, I might just expand upon that because you bring up a good point. Like, it's exactly, so the case study, Christine, is a foot indoor strategy, like Pat just said. But now what I would do is I would follow that up with, you're going to be going through, like, you're not, you're not going super in depth with that, obviously, again, because you're going to be able to do it pretty easily. And the idea is to get some information, understanding more about them, educate them a little bit with some of the very basic stuff that they're probably missing, like, do you want fries with that, etc. And then I'd be booking a 90-minute meeting following that case study. And this is where I'd be going in depth through the software, doing the full 100 grand, going through, significantly more questions and effectively, lifting up significantly more rocks. And then at that stage, hey, do you want to become a client? So to be clear, case study would be designed to book the 100, we'll call it the 100K meeting, find them 100,000 in 45 minutes. But remember, I booked 90 minutes. I can find it in 45. That doesn't mean that I book only 45 minutes. I book 90 minutes to make sure that I'm going to be answer any of their questions and whatnot, going back and forth. Like, that's how you sell them, on booking 90 minutes on their calendar. But really, it just gives you significantly more time to go deeper and then delve into your close and make sure that you get them, signed up as a coaching client and get all those T's crossed and the I's dotted. So make sure Christine understood that. In fact, let me just open her back up and make sure she got that. Christine, I'm just going to open you back up, bud. Did you follow me there?
Yeah, I was just writing a question here and saying, okay, now I'm a little bit more confused. Okay, so what?
See, that's what I do. No, that's okay. Ask me the question you got.
Okay, so what exactly, like when I speak to people about saying, hey, I'd like to use you as a case study, would you be interested, blah, blah, blah. What is it that I'm going to be going through with them? I'm not going to go through the jumpstart with them. What am I going to do?
Yeah, you know what? Go to Alan. Alan's got that. Are you working with Big Al, Alan?
I don't, not yet if I am.
Okay, okay, no, that's okay. Okay, you haven't got there yet. Okay, he's going to be able to explain that more in depth, and he's coming at you with the process. But just look at it that the case study is that you're doing a very you'd be asking similar questions to the Profit Jumpstart. We've actually got it all lined up in a series of PowerPoints and whatnot. But you're going through a small amount of the software, because conceptually it's the same stuff, right? What are you going to do? You're going to find them this money. Well, these are the 12 areas that you'd go no matter what, right? Big company, little company, successful company, failing company, whatever. So you're doing a broad stroke version in the case study, getting some information, taking that, put it into your book. And then when you book the 90 minutes, you're going in depth with the Profit Jumpstart. Like there's 12 areas in the Profit Jumpstart, Christine. You never, right. It would take you 3 hours to get through them all.
Right. Okay. So that's good. Yeah. I'll wait till I connect with Alan, and like, I didn't see that, the PowerPoint step through for the case study. So I'll wait and see that. Yeah.
Okay. Perfect. Okay. Cool, Christine. Good stuff. And like I said, but I want you to rise up 30,000 feet. There's no rocket science going on in here. Yeah, it's a foot indoor strategy that you want to help them. You want to educate them. You want to show them some opportunities they're missing out on. You then want to book a longer appointment to be able to say, look, I could really go in depth here and really be able to help you out and create a roadmap that you'll be able to follow afterwards. Let's book 90 minutes.
Right. Yeah, I got that now. I think that's much clearer. Thank you.
Okay, beautiful. Okay, I'm going to put you back on mute. Hang on a second here. Gary, we're coming for you, buddy. Gary Damp. Oh, Gary. You're there. You go. Gary, how's it going?
Yeah, good, mate. Once again, I think my hand was up when it didn't need to be, but I just posed a question. I'm getting good at that. I just posed a question to Adrian, and he came back to me this morning, but it's just on the issue of really getting fast traction given the current market. And he sort of came back, and we can go all into our email campaigns and everything else, but he came back with a very succinct response saying it's all about getting that really clear market dominating position, and everything rolls from that. So I got my answer to the question, but it's probably just good to have it on the track for everyone else. Like I was certainly going down a lot of rabbit holes trying to get campaigns going and things like that. And, you know, the core essence is really just to create that market dominating position and then leverage that quite heavily all the way through, because I don't know about elsewhere, but there's a bucket load of coaches in my pond, and yeah, standing out from the crowd's pretty critical. So anyway, I've got my answer, and just thought I'd reiterate it. So,
okay, beautiful. Okay, good stuff, man. Good stuff. And sorry, what did you just in a nutshell? You're just saying the software is your market dominating position, or what were you saying about the market dominating position? Would you?
Well, yeah, understanding your position is creating your market dominating position. So obviously you go and interrupt the market, and then software is just how you engage with them to really leverage that. Sorry, software as in Facebook ads or whatever else you're going to do to draw the crowd in. You know, I wanted some leads with momentum. You know, I want to be able to cull and actually cherry pick those who, given this climate, those who are in already in a forward moving process, and they're the sort of guys I want to deal with, you know, above a certain level, people that don't have to chase for money, etc. So yeah, but it's really about highlighting that massive point of difference compared to everyone else they're talking to. So.
Yeah, again, I'll just tell you this: you always want to go like taking successful people and making them more successful is a significantly easier and better roadmap than taking somebody who's, you know, floundering and trying to get their act together. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and absolutely. And I loved your webinar with Terry the other day, and it just reaffirmed how I've structured a no risk offer. And I love the fine print. You know, I mean, you give them, you know, 2 or 3 times ROI, it doesn't matter, and a cash bonus on the end of it if they don't achieve their agreed goal. But they've got to participate, they've got to turn up. Now we all know if they turn up and execute, you're going to get there anyway. So exactly. I thought that was really good. That was a great take.
Beautiful, yeah. Yeah, high five. Yeah, I want to encourage everybody listening. If you didn't listen to, interviewed Terry Levine last night. If you didn't listen to it, I want to encourage you to go, because she dropped a lot of bombs in there. It was really good. Cool, man. It's all right, Gary. Cool, man. Appreciate you, bud. Gonna put you back on mute until you raise your hand accidentally again, of course. There we go. Cool. All right. Keep moving down here. I think John Payne had a question. Where are you, John? Oh, man, hang on. He put his hand. Okay, John, your hand's gone down, man. If you want to put it back up, just put it back up. Michael Kiter. Michael, we're coming for you, man. There he is. Michael, what's happening?
How's it going?
Fabulous.
This is for Patrick. Hey,
all right.
Patrick, can you go into an assessment on a jump start?
Yep. Let's see here.
And then go to ROI.
Okay.
So I don't know if you're having the same problem, but when I up above at the top, after I put in the coaching fee and then the percent of revenue and hit save, it doesn't change the graph. Isn't it supposed to change? It does it on when you do the graph button, but not on this page.
No, this is the coaching ROI without the percent of revenue.
I see.
So, and this will always stay the same, because this is what we're recommending you show to the clients. If you negotiate a 10% contingency fee, then if you can get them to agree to that, then just, I mean, I wouldn't even take them to the next page. This is just for you to see what it's going to look like. It's like, oh, I can make 23 there and an additional 60, so it's going to be worth my while. $84,000 there. So here you're making 23. So yeah, but it doesn't show up on this on this
page.
Yeah, change that. Thank you.
Yeah, Michael, you get why we didn't. It's not there, right? Because you don't want the client to be seeing an exorbitant number. You want him to be, you know, him or her to be, you know, seeing the very small doormat-looking graph versus the others. Contrast.
I thought last week when we talked, we were doing it the other way around, where we didn't want them to see what we were putting in for a coaching cost plus a revenue, and we were showing them the graph instead of this page.
No, here you can, you can take them to this page. This is a great page to sell them on.
Okay.
And when you first come in, this is blank, right? So you see that's blank there. And it might be that before you even get in with a client, you put your fee in there, and maybe you're going to raise your fee and just say, $29.97, and have it freeze or have it saved at $29.97. At that point, you can go and as you talk to them and you realize, oh, it's $962, and they go like, man, I can't afford that $29.97 a month. Then you can say, well, how about we do this? And you go down, maybe you're taking a hit on that, you bring it to $19.97, and then you add your contingency fee of 10%.
Okay. I think I was just doing it backwards.
Okay. Yeah, it's
Does
like,
that help? Go back.
we have a way that we think works best, but it doesn't mean that there isn't a better way that everyone in this group think can come up with and find a whole better way to close clients. And we're always open to seeing how we can do things better, because we're always constantly refining what we're trying to do and how we present things. So if there's a better way to close it, man, from anyone, I'd like to hear. And we can share it on Facebook or just write me personally or whatever, and we'll bring it up on a call and let's talk about it. So
Okay. Thank you.
yeah.
Cool.
Yep.
Any other questions, Michael?
No, I'm good.
Beautiful. You're back on mute, buddy. Who's next? Boy, Dan. Dan, we're coming for you. Dan, you're live, man.
Awesome. Hey, so I'm just going to dovetail on what he was just talking about with the percentage of revenue. Does anybody use that as a way to anchor the 1997? So like if we said, hey, Bob, we charge 1997, but what we can do is we can drop it to 997, but we do a revenue share at 10%. But if we do that, then you could end up paying a whole lot more than if you just paid the 1997.
Yeah, the answer is absolutely. In fact, so much so that let's just tell you this: let's assume that somebody listening has above average sales skills, because there is a bit of a dynamic here, right? Like Dan, no problem with this, but your conversions will increase when you add the contingency. So what I mean by that, let's just say I'm $2,000 flat a month, $24,000 a year. Well, if I'm $2,000 flat plus, let's call it 5% contingency above and beyond everything, say we go to 90 days, and on day 91 moving forward, we establish where the contingency, lines are going to be. And then I'm going to take 5% of revenues past that. Well, your conversions will increase. And the simple reason that if you're the person sitting on the other side of the table or the other person on the other side of the phone, just the confidence that you have in your abilities just goes through the roof, it appears that way. So it's significantly more coaching fee when you add the contingency, but your conversions actually increase. And then if you just present it as 2,000 without the contingency, your conversions will go down. So the answer is absolutely and totally.
I'm digging that. So I don't know if this makes any sense or not, but it almost seems like it would be nice if there was like a toggle of some sort where we could add to the graph that you see currently, like adding in the revenue if we wanted to do a show, don't tell, right? Because just like you guys teach in the program, which is like 100% accurate, people will make decisions based on what they see. And so if they're looking at like a red bar, right, which is all this money that they're going to be giving away because of all the performance, they might be going, you know what? Okay, well, yeah, I'll do 1997 then.
Yeah. Well, okay, Pat, hit the far right side there, the graph, the light blue. So we've kind of got that, Dan, I think, right here.
Oh, okay. I got it. It's just incorporated.
So, exactly. So like you might want to use it, but then somebody else might not. And, that 60,000 could now throw somebody off a little bit is the theory. So we don't put that on the main part of it. It's a pop out.
Yeah.
Make sense?
Yep. And from my perspective, what I'd be doing, I'm going, hey Bob, as much as I can always use the additional money. But if you think about it, that's probably $20,000 that we could be putting into your business and or your business processes and or in your marketing. And so as much as I have no problem, increasing my alignment of interest based on performance, I would much rather see the money go into your business, kind of a thing. You know what I'm saying?
Yep. No. Again, this is just where your salesmanship comes in. Remember the end result is to get the client signed up and rocking it. Let's just call it $19.97 a month. So yeah, all of these, really what we're doing is we're storytelling here for everybody listening. And you should totally build that in, and you got to do it with some mojo and some moxie, and it'll absolutely work. There's no question. Like I said, it literally increase your conversions.
Yep. Cool. And so I got two more quick things if I could. The other one is that I put it in the Facebook group. I asked if anybody typically would renegotiate. How does it typically work on the revenue share, in year 2? What typically happens? Do you then sit down and go, all right, Bob, well, we're at 10%, are we, do you now take it up to 1997 and get rid of the 10%? What do you typically find works?
Yeah, just hold steady is the answer to that. If you start it's almost like at 12. Okay, when I have a coaching client, we hit 12 months. I don't even want them to know or realize. I just want to just keep them going. They're like, we've been doing this for 2 years. Are you kidding me? So you kind of hold steady as a general rule. That would absolutely. I think that by doing that, starting to renegotiate would do harm to your retention.
Okay, and that's kind of where Terry was at yesterday. It's kind of like a rollover.
That's exactly, and it just happens automatically, right?
Yeah.
So yeah. Cool.
And so lastly, what do you guys think? So I saw the thing that you guys did, which is, I forget which one it was in, but it's the pie chart of business opportunities.
Right.
And that is like really good. And so when I saw that, what I thought of and like right away was, if I use that as part of my, I guess my prospects, sales process. When you look at that, it's so powerful that you could easily see how, if you had a conversation with them, it's like, hey, listen, you guys are at, 500,000 today, 600,000. Needless to say, the initial process that we have will get you to $1 million. But if you wanted to sell your company for, north of $5 million, this is what a company looks like. How committed are you to wanting to get your business to look like this?
Yeah.
And I think that is very powerful.
Where is Pat? Can you go? Where is that pie chart? Where's that?
That's on Ask Expert Call. Let's go there. And I believe we're in, is it May or June? Let's go find it.
This one here says May 6, 2020, but I wasn't sure if it was the May 6 Ask the Expert or not. It just says May 6, 2020.
And this is a good one too. Uniform impacts in the software on May 27th. So that's a good presentation. There we go. May 6th.
Can you hit that so you can open it for everybody, or is that a?
Yep. Hang on a sec. Let me just close some other things I've got, and so they're not popping up on the screen. Like that. Excuse me, everyone. I'm going to pause my screen. I won't see that again. And downloading it. Hang on.
Everybody now knows you're an Eagles fan.
Oh, I am definitely an Eagles fan. If you're from Dallas, if you're a coach from Dallas, we don't help you.
Elliot, we're sorry, man. Elliot's a huge fan. I always open him up.
Yeah, I actually bunked with Elliot down in shared a room, whatever, down in.
Oh yeah, Cancun.
But we go on fine. We didn't bring up
Dallas. You guys, for Dallas, you know that star that they have on the side of their helmets?
Yeah.
Yes.
You know that's actually a rating?
Oh, it's a 1-star rating.
Oh, no, God, that took me a second, man. I think about it. I'm like, hang on a minute, I'm missing something here. Oh, there you go.
All right, sorry. That's a like a social media.
That's
That's my
right.
digital marketer coming out at me.
Dan, don't worry, I'm famous for bad jokes, bud. Don't you worry. That was a beauty. By my standards, that was excellent. Don't worry, I'll disappoint you over the years.
Can you see my screen?
Yes, sir.
There we go. Yep. Yeah, we see it. There we go.
Yeah, so you can take this presentation and kind of make it your own and change it up. And I know some people have done that. They've taken out some of the animations out of it. I mean, I just threw this thing together in a afternoon one day and like, oh, we got a lot in there actually. I pulled up another thing today. Man, I'll have to find it. And I'll
If
put
you
it
look
up on
at
my
that, if you
screen.
go to the 17, if you go to slide 17, that's the money slide.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, there you go. Start here.
Because when you look at that right there, not taking into account process automation and stuff like that we would have to do for them as well. But right there, that slide is a business that would sell for 5 million or north of 5 million as a upper small entry mid-level company. You're looking at it right there.
Yeah.
Now we'd have to have all the processes documented, using like Process Street or something like that. But at the end of the day, I mean, that's what you're looking at right there on that one screen. And when you're talking to people, I like how you ask the one question when you go through the qualification is, how hungry are you or whatever it is, right, to want to be able to, to do these things. You show them that. That's all I need. If they don't want to do that, I'm not telling you that I wouldn't onboard them. I'm just saying it would definitely let me know that I'd want to punt that to somebody else instead of me spending my time with them. I can tell you that.
Yeah, and these are the kind of people who want this that you want a contingency on. Because if they want this and they're willing to go after it and you can believe their statements or whatever about implementation and their ability to implement, that's the kind of company you want that contingency fee. Because if they look at this and say, yeah, let's do it together, then probably got a winner there.
Yeah, for sure. But I just want to let you know that was really good. I mean, I saw that, when I was going through the archives, and I thought, wow, this is really, really good.
Yeah, I agree. That's and this slide specifically, Dan, that's good that you point that out because you're right. That's the money shot right there.
Yeah, I'm going to include that slide. I'm going to do two things. One, I'm going to have a bunch of them laminated, so I'm going to add some stuff to it, but I'm going to have it laminated because I'm going to always leave it behind. But I'm going to include it in my report template.
Good idea. Good idea.
Yeah, beauty.
Yeah. And then
well done, Dan. Go. Sorry, bud.
Oh, I'm just going to say right here, we could just change that to a question mark. And you want to start here on Facebook advertising? It's like, you're joking, right? We're starting over here? Like, no, we don't want to do that. Because that's where people want to start. It's like, no, I mean, focus on the core. Leave Facebook advertising to the right moment. And we're probably gonna do it with you together, but we got a lot of work on the core first, and it'd be a strategic blunder to start on the Facebook marketing. So Facebook advertising.
For sure.
Yeah.
Yep. So thank you.
That's the equivalent. And I used to often describe that as like going to the gym and starting with wrist curls, right? Because it's just like, it's not a good idea, right? You got to start, you're going to go to the gym, you start with your core and then work out. You don't start with, worrying about your fingers or your forearms.
Huh,
so that's Facebook ads. So there you go. And by the way, Dan, Gary has said here, he loves the 1-star joke. And he says, in Australia, we don't even need helmets. What's that tell you?
That's right. Yeah, he's a rugby man.
Yeah, there you go. Actually, no, Australian rules football, man. I guess rugby and Australian rules football, neither wear helmets, but Australian rules football all the way, baby. There you go. Cool, Dan. We're going to put you back on mute. Thank you for the feedback, man. That was excellent.
Yeah. Yes, sir. Thanks.
Okay, cool. And we've got a couple others. Hang on, sorry guys, this board's doing its thing here. I think John Payne had a question, by the way. Hang on, John, I'm just opening up. John, I'm opening you up there, buddy. did you have a question? As I scoot through there and go past you? Oh, and possibly not. All right. Oh, good. Darren, hang on. Where are we going? Sorry, guys. We're coming. Frank, we're coming for you. Frank, you had a question, bud?
Yeah, sure.
Frank, did you have a question for us?
Yes, I do. Let me unmute myself.
Yeah, you're unmuted.
Unmuted.
We can hear you.
You can
We
hear
can
me?
hear you. Yep. You're
You know,
live, buddy.
So say I did a client of mine I met, and he's a financial advisor, financial planner, and one of the programs might be to set up change his website and maybe have some squeeze pages where he sends out emails, etc. But I don't know how to do that. Do we have people that can do that for us?
So hang on. What kind of business? So a financial planner, and what do you want them to do?
So like when he does, when we go through the stuff, the way how he would market his one of the things is that his website needs to be revamped and changed. Like
Yep.
we were explaining in that doctor case, where
Okay.
the website
Yep.
is a website and doesn't really do anything, doesn't capture emails and stuff like that, and maybe a
Yep.
squeeze page where he's sending out emails for a specific product or specific strategy. That will go to this the squeeze page, and you'll get that information from a client. And then, as you say, they're not now buyers because 90% or 95% of them are later buyers. And getting the email address and marketing to them in a way that they realize that you're the guy to go to when the need is there.
Yeah. So the answer, here's what you want to do: is you want to go build a I mean, you could, use a specific supplier. What makes sense for you is to go build a relationship, because you're going to run into this problem with reasonable consistency, right? You'll be consistently disappointed in websites. Okay. So go build a relationship with somebody who builds websites. They send you referrals, you send them referrals, and you're going back and forth, and you got a reciprocal arrangement. So that's what I do there.
Okay.
Does that make sense?
Yeah, it does, because some of the other stuff, I'm a numbers guy, so I'm not, when it comes to marketing or creative stuff, I'm not that good. So I need help there.
Yep. Okay. So there you go. That's what you do. Oh, what you doing there, Pat? You're pulling up something cool here.
Have you seen this? It's it's Martech, or Marketing Technology, and this is their marketing landscape. Let's see here. You can see in every area all these companies that offer different services, say in mobile marketing here, mobile apps, video marketing, email marketing. And I was thinking of a pie chart and how we maybe could make it better. And, just like the coach just asked, like, how do we help this person? And here's the problem: is we're in this completely overwhelming marketing landscape with all these tools. I'm trying to reduce it now, and it's just freezing on me. And so not only do we have to help people go through that whole pie chart and help them grow their business, but then we have to help them with the right tools. And there's no way we can do this, and no way we can learn this. So, so you can find this online. I don't know if we want to put it in a presentation, or we might build it in at some point. But it's completely overwhelming for me when I look at like this whole marketing landscape here. Just want to refresh my screen, and I mean, just massive. There's like 7,000 different providers here of all these different services. So you want to create some overwhelm. There it is.
Yeah. There you go. Frank, steal that. There you go. Where'd you get this from? Did you get off that website there?
Yeah, I go to Martech, or I just type in Martech, MARTECH, PDF, marketing poster. They'll send it to you. They also send you if you get on their list, they send you a PDF or an Excel spreadsheet of all 7,000 of these providers as well. So.
Oh, really? Oh, well,
yeah,
there you go.
Pretty amazing, yeah. So we'll have to get our name on there for business or marketing software. We'll start our own category.
There we go. Boom. I like it. High five. Okay, we got somebody. Hang on a sec here. I missed the question. Darren, we're coming for you, buddy. Oh, Darren, you're muted. If you want to ask a question, Darren, you got to unmute yourself, pal. By the way, he sent out some emails to some dentists, and he's got 2 responses already for the grant program. So high five. Well done. Well done. Okay, I don't think, Darren, what he's just asking is, the grant program, how does it work? To do. Darren, I'm going to invite you. Yesterday, I interviewed Terry Levine for the second time on the grant program, and I'm going to encourage you to listen to that. That being said, feel free to adopt your own style to a degree. No problem there. But Terry's got a very specific process, and she literally laid it out, step 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I would encourage anybody interested in using the grant program to listen to basically exactly what she said, because she laid it out in a silver platter. So,
And that's there on the Ask the Expert call from yesterday.
Yeah, there we go. Thanks, bud. Yeah, awesome. Okay, cool. We don't have any more questions, I don't think. Hang on a sec here. Pat, let me know if you see that I missed anything, but I don't think I have. So anybody else got a question? Put your hand up. I don't think we got it. Tell you what, we're going to ask Juan. Juan, I'm going to open you up, man. I think Juan's a mover and a shaker. I want to see how everything's going for him. Juan, we're going to unmute you, buddy. There he is. Juan, what's happening, dude?
Not much, just working away. I got to the call late. I was doing a call. I was doing a little presentation for them. Just enrolled somebody else in the PAS, human resources person. It's amazing once you give them the information, they almost want to sign up like right there and then, which is great.
That's what we want to hear, man. That's the way it happens.
Yep. And then it was funny because then she said, well, I have this other friend that has this other business. Can she come to the next assessment? Because she wants to do PAS. I'm like, well, we'll do 2. But yeah, so she's already, I'm getting a referral already. I don't know that. Yeah.
No.
Really?
No.
There we go. Well, Juan, I just want to give you a shout out, man, because really what you're doing, though, you just you know what I mean? You're just following the system. You know what I mean? You're reaching out to people consistently, no doubt on a daily basis, but it's not daily. It's got to be, you're not waiting 2 weeks to get off your hands and start rocking and rolling. And that's why you're having success, man. It's amazing how it works.
Yeah. And I keep trying your strategies, like even the one on Facebook, I think it was a couple of weeks ago, where you just message somebody and say, if you can help them out, like, a post or, I get really good responses from that. I mean, it was huge because even I did that to 3 people today. And they're like, what can I do for you? And I just put it on my holster. I'm like, nothing right now. Thank you very much. But, I'm here to help. And then later I'll hit them up, for a 10K challenge or something.
Yeah, beautiful. So you're just reaching out to people to say, look, what's the biggest challenge you're currently facing? I'm here to help and support. They're telling you you're delivering value. And can you walk us through the dynamic here?
Yeah, so I'm reaching out to a lot of local people because obviously I have a lot of friends and they have businesses, so I'm actually connecting through them other business owners, right? And then I'll say, I know you and I know Dave, reach out, and as soon as I respond to them and say, thank you for the connection. We both have the same friends, and then I pause. They reach back out, and then I tell them, is there anything that I can do for you, like a post, or because we're both in business, let's help each other out, and then that usually starts the conversation.
Yeah, perfect. And then that's leading to meetings, and that's leaning to or moving towards the 10K meetings, et cetera, and these referrals, et cetera. Correct?
That's correct. I gotten in the past from a Monday post that I did, I got 5 meetings this week for 10K.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Is that right? Oh, wow. So, there we go.
Yeah.
I love it. Posted where? On Facebook? Where'd you post this?
Facebook from a local business groups. So what I did is I joined a bunch of local community groups right now. And right now with like COVID, people are creating groups like There isn't any other.
Yeah.
So all I do is just going through these books or groups and I post it. And what I'm using on some of them is my case study for my book. And I've actually gotten 3 responses of those out of 5. It's pretty good.
Really unbelievable. There you go, man. High five. I'm impressed, man. Every week you got stuff moving and shaking. Good job, Juan.
Thank you. Well, thank you guys for all the leadership and all the advice. Yesterday, I loved the call with Terry. That's another strategy I'm gonna do. I'm gonna talk to 5 people, give value. That's what you said yesterday, and that's just kind of keep adding to it. So.
Yeah, awesome. I love it. Okay, buddy, I'm gonna put you back on mute. Good job. Keep up the good work. And I'm gonna move on to John Cuter. We're coming for you, buddy. You're self-muted. You got to unmute yourself. You want to say hello? There he is. Yo, John.
I was just saying thanks for for providing all the answers and support, having these regular calls. This is wonderful.
Oh, cool. Okay.
Good.
Oh, cool. Okay. Well, there we go. Well, thank you. Much appreciated, man.
I love it. You can live in a pretty cool place.
Oh, yeah. Oh, cool. Where are you from?
Well, I'm from Florida.
Oh, you lucky duck. Oh, wow. There you go.
Florida's kind of like Lake Tahoe and the California wine country kind of smushed together.
Actually, you know what? You wouldn't be far wrong, man. You wouldn't be far wrong. You have been here, man. That's it. Cool.
Having said that, we don't want any more visitors.
Yeah, we got lots, man. Yeah, we got 20-year-olds throwing parties left, right, and stinking center. And you imagine how that's all panning out. But anyway, it's all good. All good. What can you do? What brought you to Kelowna, John? Curious.
I was living in Bellingham and commuting across the border into Langley to work to visit a trading room there. And I heard about Kelowna and it looked like a great place to go visit. And we just made a weekend of it.
Oh, no way. Oh, cool. Well, awesome. Okay, buddy. High five, man. Good to hear somebody from Florida enjoyed Kelowna. Good job, man.
On the Groove webinar about a week and a half ago.
Oh, cool. Oh, yeah. Oh, awesome. Oh, there we go. You beauty. There you go. Small world. That's awesome. Okay, John, I'm going to put you back on mute. Appreciate you, buddy. And, okay, Frank's asking so how do we establish a baseline with COVID? And to be honest with you, what I would be doing is I'd be doing what I said earlier, and I'd be closing a coaching client and using the secret sauce of the, profit sharing, the contingency. But the reality is, what would make sense is, look, let's just get out of 2020, kind of get out of jail free here. And we can start establishing our numbers once we can actually get a baseline. Because it's a hard one. And by the way, it might be in an industry that's not affected, or they might be growing, and then it's a completely irrelevant question. But yeah, if I've got a coaching client, we're in the middle of COVID, I got to tell you, I'm in retention mode, and let's just get through 2020 unscathed, and then we can worry about, establishing baselines and, contingencies once we get out of this. So that's the way I'd be selling that. Pat, I'd be interested. Would you agree with that?
No, that's actually a great approach. I hadn't thought of that, but it makes a lot of sense because it makes you also seem not so hungry or desperate for a client. You're just there to serve, and you're assuming the long-term deal. So it's just great solution all wrapped up in one right there.
Yeah, there we go. High five. Okay, buddy. Well, look, I think we did our job, bud. No more questions. Excellent. So, guys, just a reminder, we got 2 weeks off. So we will be reconvening these bad boys. So help me, Pat. You got a calendar?
Yeah.
Handy, because I do not. Oh, there we go. No, I do. So we're off for so the week of the 10th and the 17th. We're not doing the calls. And then we're back in action on the 24th actually the 25th. Am I right on those?
Correct, yes.
Yeah, 25th, we're back in action. So thank you so much, folks. Thank you for your continued awesome support and feedback. And then, I guess questions is really what you guys are doing. We greatly, greatly appreciate it. It makes these calls all go smooth. And Pat, you have yourself a good time on your holiday, man. On behalf of all of us, go put your feet up and chill out. We'll be hanging out in Texas. You're going to Texas, right?
I'm going to be Cannon Beach, Oregon for a week, and then down near Houston, Texas for a week. So
there we go. Yeah. Cool. Well, stay safe, dude. Stay safe.
Thank you.
And for everybody listening, we appreciate you guys, and we will see you in 2 weeks. So for today, folks,
all right,
that's all we got. Have a great weekend.
All right, everyone, take care. Bye-bye.